Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SRT Amber. In today's long form, Saturday, a bi-weekly long form video on this channel that is known to all of you. It's March 29th today, and this video is going to be a lot different than the usual long form on this channel. A few notes before we begin. This is very deep. This is may cause some sentiments, some emotions, some feelings to arise in the viewers, to you guys, and in me, mostly. Another thing, the camera quality. Please excuse me on that one. I have switched the orientation of the camera for this video specifically, so I can see myself talking. See how I look. Not to judge myself. Just to see my reaction, my face, my expression, my eyes. See how I feel about making this video while I'm literally making it right now. I'll be taking some sip breaks during this video. I'll be speaking very slowly. It's going to be a long, well, fairly long video. Probably about 15 minutes. But this video, to everyone watching, is not about advice for you guys. This video is me. It's about me. I'm addressing my past. Not just as a YouTuber. My past since I was in grade 1 of my life, of school. Since the year 2014. Yep, 2014. Addressing my past. Let's begin. So sit back, relax, and if you feel emotions, reactions, just know that is absolutely normal. I'm going to be feeling this as well. And it's already starting. So, just know that all of this is true, what I'm saying, and that I'm making this public on purpose. It needs to be heard, it needs to be understood, it needs to be stopped. Well, my video doesn't need to be stopped, but what I'm describing in this video needs to be stopped. So, this is going to be extremely deep, a little bit emotional, but just understand that this is for a good reason. So, I'm going to begin now. Enjoy. Sometime in 2014, I turned 5 years old. Well, in June of 2014, I turned 5 years old. And probably just before that, a lot of you are going into kindergarten, grade 1, even grade 2, in your elementary schools of choice, living hopefully happy lives. Well, my life was a bit different between 2014 and 2020. Those 6 years right there. Quite different compared to you guys. I'm going to go very slowly here, because it needs to be heard, it needs to be understood, it needs to be clear what I'm saying. When you guys were all enjoying elementary school, laughing with your friends, knowing each other from the beginning, the very start, it's like a game. You start the game, you go through the different stages, you make friends, you win things, you lose things. When you guys were in that stage of your life, I was in the same stage of my life, but it was much different. In elementary school, through grades, kindergarten, all the way up to the end of grade 4, I'm going to start off strong here. I was homeschooled. Homeschooled. You heard me. Homeschooled. By my mom. I would be taught at home math, science, language arts. the bare minimum of what one was expected to learn at that age. I know, it's kind of weird, but I was homeschooled by my mom. I would wake up every morning, have a hot chocolate, wake up fairly late, like, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock, much later than in-person school would wake up at. I would read. I would probably be learning things, doing some very light schoolwork for a couple hours a day before I'd stop and, I don't know, hang out, play with toys, go outside, make snow angels in the winter, and just live life to the fullest, right? But for you guys, you were all in-person elementary school, meeting new people, making friends at a young age, getting used to each other from the start of your big stage of life, enjoying the good times, laughing, and that's where the big part of my life just started. So, between those 5 years, kindergarten to to the end of grade 4, I'll say, I was the outsider. I was at home while you guys were all in school, socializing, learning interpersonal, connectional skills, social skills, you name it. Well, I was at home, quite isolated. I was seeing people, but much less than you guys would have during that time. I was with my parents, my sister, homeschooled. Me, myself, and I. Alright, so let's get there. Beginning in grade 5, it was about September 2018, nearly 7 years ago. It's crazy. 6.5 years ago. I started grade 5. During that time, I was still homeschooled, but it was half and half. I would go to school in English, in person, elementary school, grade 5, for half the day, come home for lunch, and then do my homeschooling in French for the other half of the day. Or it was inverted, but details don't matter in this case. So I was doing half and half for actually grades 5 and 6. So the last 2 years of elementary school, I was half and half. So I would go to school half the day, come home the other half. And then for the 4 years before that, all the time home. So based off that, I was already lacking a whole bunch of social, personal connectivity skills with the people that I would have been with at real school, or in actual elementary school. That was not a home. You know what I mean? You guys had known each other for a few years already. You were laughing. You were hanging out. You were doing stuff together. But here's where it gets real for me. Starting in grade 5, September 2018, up till the end of grade 9, in June of 2024, last summer, I was bullied. You heard me. Bullied. You might think I'm extremely exaggerating this word, bullied. But you're 100% wrong. I was bullied. Not just emotionally, intellectually, goofed around, made fun of. No. Not that. For 6 years. 6 years. I had faced so many problems with my friends, people around me, people nearing their adult years, like 17, 18-year-olds, teenagers, people in my age, people in my class, in my school, people younger than me. I was extremely, just directly bullied. And that includes physically bullied in many ways. I was emotionally bullied, intellectually, physically, all the types. And I will say right now, there were a few times, not just one, a few times, where we had to threaten to call police to protect me from people around me. and that was mostly in the cases of physical bullying, but we had to get schools involved, parents. We had to put out notices to neighborhoods, set restrictions on playgrounds, just because of me being bullied. Imagine that. Think about that for a second. I'll let that sink in. Because of one person, this guy right here, for 6 straight years, I barely had any friends. I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now. The amount of friends I have right now in grade 10 in 2025 isn't that much higher than the ones I had in grade 6, 7, 8, 9. And all that time, those 6.5 years, I faced excessive bullying. I would come home crying every day. Well, not every day, but a lot of days of the year. Crying because I had been bullied physically. I had been excluded, exploited, emotionally harassed, threatened. I'd been tackled once by people older than me. And they weren't just male, they were female, bullying me. So my school was involved, neighborhood was involved, parents, not just my parents, were involved. My parents had to go out and, do what was necessary to try to get those people off of me, try to help me, not to help lessen those days I would come home crying, screaming, devastated every day because of how excluded and hated I was. I know I'm saying so much right now, but this needs to be heard. It needs to be said. It needs to be public. And this is on YouTube. You're watching this on YouTube. You're seeing a clip of this on Instagram right now. And you're watching me, SRT Amber, a YouTuber in 2025 that has a very significant reason for being a YouTuber in 2025. I won't say that. Alright. So, bullying. Me against what? 100? Can you imagine that? I barely had friends. I was being just like mistreated. I was being treated as a poor robot that had no feelings, no position, no life almost. If I could go back to those years, even recent months, I wouldn't because of how bad it was. But look at me now. 2025. June 19th of 2022. I started the YouTube channel, Ribeye Short Films. If you guys remember that, the very first name I had. Who knew what I was doing? I was just being funny, putting random silly videos up, not expecting much out of it. After switching names to RSF5 in 2024 or late 2023, and then switching to SRT Amber in August of 2024, just a few months ago, and steady on that name now, not changing it again, of course. There is a significant meaning for this channel, and there's a reason I switched the content that I'm making from laid back and just random relatable things to this what you're watching right now, and all the shorts that I've been posting in the past few months. Due to all this bullying, the fact that I was homeschooled, everything, I'm different. If you go to my school, if you live around me, even if you're just on YouTube, someone I barely talk to, or if you're just a random stranger, you may or may not know that I'm different. I'm not the average person. And that's not for no reason. Since I was bullied my entire life, from grades 5 through 9, from people in my class, I was excluded. I was just like shy, because I had no one to talk to. And I still don't have, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have that many people that I can comfortably talk to because of my past and how the effects of that are still relaying onto today. How I act, how I deal with situations, talk to people, make friends. I still have trouble making friends today because I have not developed the proper social skills. I've been exploited, mistreated, and all of that has taught me that I don't know. It has taught me that you have to be really careful and certain with the people you talk to and befriend. So, to all of you who go to my school, in 2025, you might tell that I am unique in a few ways. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be neutral. But I do not have some of the skills you guys have. I'm not an OG. I didn't have the friends from the start. I didn't have the friend groups. Didn't have the connections. And today, I'm still learning how to make friends, how to talk to people. If you have experienced that firsthand from me, from my friends, third hand heard from me, I'm telling you now, don't judge a book by its cover, because you never know what they went through. And this is all the information that needs to be heard now. I'm telling you guys now. I'm showing you guys who I really am, what really happened to me, why I'm who I am today, and all of that jazz. So if I've ever mistreated you, done anything wrong to you, called you a name that you shouldn't have been called, mentally hurt you, I apologize, sincerely. If I've ever been wrong in a way that negatively impacts someone, even you, it's on me. And it's because of my past. Because of how I've been treated in the past. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of shaking right now because all of this is coming out and it needs to come out because it can't be stored forever, right? We need to stop bullying globally. Now I'm gonna talk about this YouTube channel right now. SRT Amber. A lot of you have been asking what that actually means. What does SRT Amber mean? Literally. Well, it was up for a few months before I took it down. I don't know. I just thought it was cringe, but it's not cringe at all. SRT Amber. Solace, respect, tenacity, a symbol of confidence. Not only are those terms that people can use, but those are terms that I find describe me perfectly. Even though I've been treated wrongly for so many years, I'm respectful. I try to be, at least. I'm trying to be my best self. I'm trying to be comfortable. I'm trying to grip onto my potential, just as you guys should be doing. The reason I started this YouTube channel is because of this. What happened to me. I want to make the world a better place. Motivate you guys, teens, adults, kids, to lock in, to treat others how you want to be treated, contribute positively to the world, and to not let others take them down, drag them down, and not be mistreated like I was. That's my goal. And that's why I unlisted all my past videos and started making this very type of content that you are seeing in my reels, in my shorts, in my long forms, in my live streams. That is the point and goal and root of this channel. Yeah. If you're feeling emotional, sensitive, or kind of shaky right now, I feel you. I'm feeling the same. Absolutely normal. Normal. This is a deep video. It's been 17 minutes of me just talking so far. I know it's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, I want every single one of you to know, whether you know me or not, that I care about you. I respect you. I have no intentions to do anything wrong, negative, or even awkward to anyone I know or don't know. My goal is to make the world a better place, to stop bullying, to get you guys on the right track, to be myself. And that's why I make this content. Man, I guess being hurt in the past and stripped of the social skills that a lot of you do have now has taught me to try and help myself while helping you guys to lock the heck in. That, folks, is all I have to say today. So if you watched this entire video, you have my respect. And if you didn't, you have my respect. Alright? So remember this. It's not just because of me. It's because of all you. You have the capacity to do what you want, and what you care about, and what your heart directs you to. Solace, respect, tenacity, a symbol of confidence. It ain't cringe. It's perfectly fine. Even if it's cringe, who gives a damn? You heard me. Now go on. You have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.